People don't struggle because they're bad at manifestation, they struggle because they're trying too hard. And before I get into this video, I just want to say that this isn't about giving up on manifestation or detaching from wanting your desire or pretending that you don't want your desire. This video is just about letting go of the struggle that can come with manifestation. And one of the main ways struggle shows up with manifestation is when it becomes something that you feel like you have to manage. Because when you feel you need to manage manifestation, it ends up as checking the physical world more or feeling like you're not doing enough. And what this ends up doing is now you feel like you'll have to do more techniques or feel like you need to do the techniques more correctly. And when you're lost in the techniques or how right you may or may not be doing them, you end up waiting for life to happen rather than living your life. And this is what trips a lot of people up, is rather than living their life, they're focused on nailing the feeling or getting their vibration to the right level or trying to force themselves to maintain a state of being, or they're worried about if they're doing techniques right enough to bring their manifestation to life. And with all of that comes the feeling that your desires are fleeting or that they're fragile, that even if they do come, they may not stick around, or that they're going to be hard to get, or that you'll need to prove yourself or just become good enough to finally get your desires. But manifestation isn't about proving yourself, and it's not about doing more. And it's kind of understandable as to why many people feel this way, is because through our whole life, we would go through school and we would have to do tests and give the right answers. And then we enter the workforce where our value as an employee or as a person is determined by, how much output we do, whether that's how well we perform or how productive we are. But if you're into manifestation, odds are it's because you knew there was a different way to go about living life. And to me, that's what manifestation is. It's another way of life. And if you treat manifestation as another thing to manage, that's what your life is going to feel like too, as something to manage. You'll feel you have to manage yourself and the world around you, which leads to burnout and waiting on bigger things to come, bigger desires, better people, rather than living your life in this moment. Now, with all of that being said, you don't have to break a bunch of beliefs around productivity and working harder and being more right. All you need to do is go a little easier on yourself and have a little more faith in yourself. Because when you imagine something is true, it's done. And I use this analogy a lot, but when you're at a restaurant and you order your food, the server takes your order and then that's it. You know your food is coming and you're free to enjoy the experience and the atmosphere that the restaurant has to offer. And it's the same thing with life. When you've imagined something as yours, your order is placed, and now you're free to enjoy your hobbies, to live your life, to book a vacation, to go get a spa treatment, to enjoy your favorite show, to live your life. You don't need to wait on that desire to come for you to feel whole and complete. That is something you can do here and now. And just like at a restaurant, you can anticipate your food coming, you can look forward to it, but you know it's coming. You're not bugging the chef, you're not constantly checking, you're enjoying what is in front of you. So with all of that being said, manifestation isn't holding you back. It is just another way of life. And when you treat manifestation as something to manage, that's what is going to show up in your life. But when you treat manifestation as the way of life that you originally seen it as when you first came across manifestation, that's how it's going to show up for you. You can imagine a desire is yours and let it be and live your life in the meantime. But the harder you try to manifest, the harder manifestation is going to feel, and the more held back you're going to feel. Now, if you want to dive deeper, check out Mystic Manifestation on School. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.